Stop scrolling, because another fighter has stepped into Dakota Ditcheva's undefeated world, and this one isn't impressed. She's not a prospect, not a fan, and definitely not a hype chaser. Former UFC fighter Victoria Leonardo just stared at that flawless 15-0 record and said, "They're undefeated, but they haven't met me yet." That's not trash talk, that's a challenge. And when someone with nothing to lose speaks like that, things get dangerous.
Not bad. She is not quitting. She is closely in.
Let's get something straight. Victoria Leonardo isn't a social media fighter, and she's not chasing clout. She's a battle-tested American MMA veteran, a former UFC flyweight with a professional record of 10 wins and 8 losses, and a UFC run of 1-4. Critics will point to the numbers, but numbers never tell the full story. Leonardo began martial arts as a child, kung fu, boxing, wrestling, and later transitioned fully to MMA. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt, the 2016 IKF Amateur Muay Thai World Champion, and a multiple-time grappling tournament winner. This is a woman who has earned every step of her journey.
Well, they're undefeated, but they haven't met me yet, so we'll see. And if they beat me, then man, maybe they deserve to be undefeated. But I'm gonna make them work for that, having that 0 by them.
In a recent interview, Victoria Leonardo didn't hesitate. She said, "If they beat me, then maybe they deserve to be undefeated, but I'm going to make them work for that 0. Read that again. She didn't claim she'd walk through Dakota or call it an easy fight. She made it clear, you're not leaving clean, you're not leaving comfortable, and you're going to earn it. That's veteran confidence. Now, let's be honest. Dakota Ditcheva is 15-0, with an 80% knockout rate, PFL Women's Flyweight World Champion, and one of the most dangerous strikers in women's MMA. Victoria Leonardo has won and lost via KO or TKO multiple times, not known for finishing power, but on paper, this may look like a mismatch. Fights aren't paper, though. Leonardo's strength isn't violence, it's durability, grit, and grind, and that's exactly the kind of fighter who tests undefeated records. Here's the real tension. Dakota is used to hesitation, fear, and fighters backing up. Leonardo isn't impressed by hype or records. She's been through hell, lost, been counted out, fought in the UFC, and that makes her dangerous in a different way. Undefeated fighters don't fear losing, they fear being exposed. So the real question isn't whether Dakota can knock out Victoria, it's what happens if she can't. What happens if the fight goes long, if pressure replaces fear? Leonardo has already raised her hand and said, "I'll make you earn that 0. And in MMA, sometimes that's all it takes to change everything. Stop scrolling, because Veronica Hardy, yes, that Veronica Hardy, just sent a brutal warning to the undefeated PFL queen, Dakota Ditcheva. And this isn't trash talk, hype, or a simple call-out. This is a challenge from a fighter who has survived concussions, comebacks, relentless pressure, and a lifetime in combat.
Out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record. 7 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting after being run by way of Caracas, Venezuela, Veronica Hardy.
Then she dropped a line the MMA world did not see coming. "I'm an underdog, but I'm coming to show my striking and my punches." Before you underestimate her, let's get something straight. Veronica Hardy is no beginner, no rookie, and certainly not an easy fight. She's a Venezuelan mixed martial artist competing in the UFC flyweight division, trained by one of the smartest fight minds on earth, Dan Hardy. At age 12, she earned her Taekwondo black belt, later adding Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, kickboxing, and karate, before transitioning to elite-level MMA. She went 5-0 and captured victories in European promotions before ever stepping into the UFC cage. Returning in 2023 after concussion setbacks, Hardy has since become one of the most technical, durable, and strategic fighters in the UFC.
Up elbow, sorry.
Her professional record stands at 10 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw, with victories coming via 1 KO TKO, 2 submissions, and 7 decisions. She's not reckless, she's not wild. She's a calculated weapon, a fighter who breaks you over rounds, not moments. This is the kind of athlete who studies her opponents, identifies patterns, exposes weaknesses, and drags even champions into deep water.
Wrinkle by TKO or KO, I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. And there it is.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Michigan taking Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack.
In trouble, and that does it.
When Veronica Hardy was asked about Dakota Ditcheva, she didn't smile, dodge the question, or hesitate. She leaned in, looked straight into the camera, and delivered a brutal warning. I know I'm an underdog. I know she's dangerous, but I'm coming to show my striking and my punches. This wasn't arrogance, and it wasn't trash talk. This was pure fighter energy, confidence, belief, and a woman with nothing to lose, calling out the youngest PFL world champion.